Hello, viewers of my blog and my YouTube viewers. I know it's been a while since I've done anything on either of the two, but yeah, I'm kind of late with this one considering it's almost 11 p.m. On the eve before free agent frenzy, and I know a lot of deals have been reported in already. Like second guy or the second player on this chart here I made. I wanted to do this video a few weeks back. Totally forgot about it, but it's alright. It actually wasn't going to be a video. I was actually going to do it as a blog post, but I feel like video would be easier to explain everything and whatnot. And I wanted to do a chart like this for San Jose, but never got the chance. That's fine. I'll just go on Cap Friendly and we'll go from there. And that's where all this information is from. Except if you go on Cap Friendly now, a lot of the players on this table I made will not be there because they took off the players who did not receive a qualifying offer. So like Nason didn't get a qualifying offer, so that's going to make explaining this a little better. Augustino actually uh, signed a 2-year deal, I believe it was, with Toronto, and that was a one-way. So best of luck to him in Toronto. I was hoping the Devils would keep him because he was pretty solid and local guy too. So there's that. And anyway, now so first part of this video is going to be talking about this chart, and then I'll try my best to predict like the years and amount players will get if I think they will get re-signed. Not the greatest with that, so yeah, I apologize in advance. And then as well as the audio, I forgot where I put my mics, so yeah, I have to use my laptop mic, which is okay. Don't worry, I'll invest in a nice microphone. Plan to do that anyway for when I finally do my gaming PC setup. But anyway, so Zaka, I know fans have a love-hate relationship with him. I've loved him since day one. Um, I still haven't lost my patience with him. I know many fans have already. Um, he's still 22 though, so you know he still has time to get his act together and whatnot. And he did have a strong end to the season, to be honest. As for contracts, give him something similar to what Hurdle got with his bridge deal, which I believe was 2 years, 2 years, 6 million. So that's 3 million a year. And then, you know, if he finally blossoms into the player we think he will be, then you sign him longer, which is exactly what San Jose did with Hurdle, and it paid off big time. If you remember, Hurdle had a lot of injury problems early on. Thanks, Dustin Brown. Anyway, Curtis Gabriel. I have to check if he's still on the list or not, because he's an interesting one I'm going to talk about. Let me just look that up real quick. I have a page open and then. Alright, is Curtis Gabriel still on this list? No. Okay. They didn't send Gabriel an offer. But basically, if you're wondering what a UFA G6 is, it's players who have reached age 25, who have 3 years of professional experience that is beyond junior or collegiate, and whose contracts have expired but have played less than 80 NHL games. So, actually, any players that are a UFA aren't obviously going to be shown because um, we don't know if the Devils are going to bring him back or not. I feel like if they were, we would have known by now. But even this weekend, this past week, I've heard like barely any Devils rumors. It's weird. I heard they were like going for Talbot, and obviously they didn't. I'm glad they didn't. But as you'll see in a sec, they should get a veteran goaltender because right now Johnson didn't get a qualifying offer. Lack's a free agent, and then you still have your two younger goalies who are on their entry-level contracts in the AHL, so that's good. They have 2 years left on that. But you just want another solid veteran in case Blackwood or Schneider gets injured. No, the Devils are not going to trade Schneider. He also has a no-trade clause, so there's that. But, anyway, I'm moving on. So yeah, Gabriel's probably gone. Stafford's probably gone. I would like him to bring Mueller back. Right now the team only has 4 defensemen, those being Subban, Green, Severson, and Vatanen. I definitely feel Butcher will be re-signed. I'm not sure about Carrick. I feel like they should because he's a right-handed defenseman, and the only other RD we have on the team is Subban. So yeah, that could be troublesome. I know people are expecting or hoping Ty Smith makes the team. He's a left defenseman though. And then you have Josh Jacobs, another non-roster defenseman. He'll probably get a cheap deal. I feel the Devils will keep him, otherwise they would not have sent him a qualifying offer. Murphy's gone, which is a shame because of that trade I believe it was with Carolina. Gryba's gone, which I expected. Cam Johnson's gone, and same with Lack. I feel like they're gonna bring back Lack though, and if they don't, then I don't know who they're really gonna go after as like a third goalie, we'll say. As for what Mueller will get, maybe $2 million a year. Might be a short, like 2-year contract. I don't think it's gonna be for a year. Same thing with Carrick. Butcher, gonna say around 3 to 4 million. I would hope he gets 3 to 4 years, but we'll see. They may do a bridge deal with Butcher too. Who knows? Carrick, I feel like we'll get 2 or 3 years as well. Maybe a little higher than 1.3 million. We'll see how much he wants. But you never know. I know Shero's going to make it work. As of right now, according to Cap Friendly, the team has 25.8 million, and we know the main goal is to extend Taylor Hall. Sorry if you guys heard me yawn. Long day today. Good day though. But anyway, so yeah, we'll see what happens with Hall. He did say he's excited to play with Subban. And obviously, it's not like he's a free agent or anything. This may be his last year as a Devil. We don't know. What I feel is going to happen is Hall is going to see what we do in the summer, see how the season plays out, and he's either going to extend by the deadline, by trade deadline or get traded by trade deadline. We'll see what happens. But I trust Shero, so he won't steer us wrong. I believe Baddock did get a qualifying offer. We'll see what they do there. Might just sign him for the Binghamton Devils. Same thing with Patella, Tangrady. Or no, Tangrady's a free agent. Nick Lappin, is he gone? I think so. Yeah, Nick Lappin's gone too. Baddock is the only one who got a qualifying offer. Yeah, I'm a little surprised Cam Johnson didn't get a qualifying offer, but that's a-okay. And then, like I said, I hope they do bring back Eddie Lack. He's a funny guy too. I remember seeing him. I went to a few Devil scrimmages. He was always funny. As for free agents next year, we have Taylor Hall, of course, Nico Hischier, Jesper Bratt, both of them coming off their entry-level contracts, and then Kevin Rooney, all of which I hope will get a new. Well, obviously Hischier will. Bratt probably will as well. Bratt is probably going to get again that bridge deal. Hischier is going to get a nice contract. Definitely going to be 4+ years. And I'm hoping they keep Kevin Rooney. I like the guy. We'll see. You never know. And obviously, Hall getting 8 years would be nice. I don't know how much he's going to want, though. And then next summer, you also have Andy Green, who will be a free agent, and Sammy Vatanen. You know Vatanen's going to come back. And honestly, I would keep Andy Green for a year or two, but just sign him cheap, like $2 million. I don't know if he's going to accept a pay cut like that, but people don't realize how valuable Green still is. He still blocks a lot of shots and whatnot. Same thing with Zajac. Zajak's actually pretty solid. Whatchamacallit? Pretty solid forward when it comes to defensive plays, even at his age. But that is pretty much going to do it, I believe, for the Devils portion. I would want to say more, but like I said, I haven't really found any rumors. I know it was reported that we were one of the teams checking in on Talbot, but obviously he's gone. Who'd he go? Who'd he go to? Was it Calgary? Might have been. I think it was Calgary. He signing with Zuccarello, going to the Wild. You also have Corey Perry going to the Wild, which made me laugh. And then you have Joe Pavelski, who is going to sign a 3-year, $21 million contract with the Dallas Stars. So him and Perry on the Stars is going to be interesting. And we'll get to Pavelski in a sec. I just got to switch this over. I just got to change the screen size. And then switch it over to Cap Friendly, where I'll briefly talk about the Sharks. Before I go to the Sharks, though, who do I want the Devils to sign? I want them to sign Joonas Donskoi, who obviously didn't have a great season with San Jose, but I still feel like he could be a solid second, third line winger. I'm hearing he's probably going to Colorado, though. Some fans want I know Nyquist is a player everyone's saying can go to the Devils, but we'll see. As for who I want them to get, solid winger and maybe a defenseman. I don't think the market for defensemen is that great this year, but we'll see. And do I think Shero is going to offer sheet someone? Yes, I do have a very, very bold prediction, but I'm going to save it until the end. So now I will pause the video, change up the, go to Cap Friendly, change up my screen, and we'll talk about the Sharks. So I'll be right back. Again, I apologize if my voice isn't as loud as it should be and whatnot. It's been a while since I've actually recorded a video like this. Excuse me, sorry for the yawn, jeez. You know, I'm so used to recording videos for my main channel and whatnot. So the Sharks only have about 14.8 million in cap space. I know a lot of people are upset about that Carlson deal. I definitely feel like it was necessary. I'm a firm believer in Erik Karlsson. Definitely changed team for the better. And yeah, like I said, looks like Pavelski's going to Dallas, and if that's true, best of luck in Dallas. You got your money, so I bet. Pavelski got his money, so I bet he's happy about that. As for the Sharks, move on. Team had to get younger. This is something that should have happened ever since losing to Pittsburgh in the finals, but for some reason it hasn't. And your big free agents, the biggest free agent here is Timo Meier. Gambrel will sign for cheap. It's just Meier and LeBanc. What's going to happen with them? And is one of them going to get an offer sheet from another team? Who knows? How much is Meier going to want? LeBanc, I feel like, will be cheaper than Meier, but who knows? Meier finally had his breakout season. This guy definitely has to stay a Shark. I love his game. Funny thing is, I was really ticked off when the Sharks drafted him because I wanted a defenseman. But after seeing Team's highlights. I'm like, okay, no, I'm glad we got this guy. And then Jeremy Waugh was drafted in the second round by the Sharks, so that was cool. Look for him to fight for a roster spot this season. And then that's really it for your free agents, because Heat is a free agent and Joakim Ryan did not get a qualifying offer. That is a guy I would like the Devils to pick up. In my opinion, he's another one of those young defensemen San Jose really couldn't develop for some reason. They just messed up his development. Just happened in the past. Regardless. They definitely do need to sign another defenseman, though. The team only has 6. I'll look at non-roster defensemen right now. Obviously, Merkley needs more time. That's why I feel like Jeremy Waugh can make and get a shot at making the roster, especially because he's a right-handed defenseman. And then maybe maybe not Mario Ferraro. He just signed his entry-level contract though, so that's good. I'd rather him get more time in the minors. And there's Kyle Wood and Nick DeSimone. So we'll see what happens with those two. Dell, I think we're gonna keep. Sharks are probably gonna go after a goalie though, just like whatchamacallit, just like the Devils. Oh yeah, I forgot about Jacob Middleton and Simic. No, Simic wasn't the one who was injured. It was oh god, what's his name? Suomela, yeah. So I'm glad they did send qualifying offers to both Latunov and Suomela. It's always good to have more centers in your arsenal, even if they are in the AHL, because you never know what will happen. And obviously, Devils still need help at center, I feel like. Even though there's Jack Hughes. I mean, I think they can get away with it now. You'll have Jack Hughes, Keisher, Saka, and Zajac as the centers. But I definitely feel like Devils could go for a winger. Like I said, Sharks' main priority is just really to sign your key RFAs. And then for non-roster goalies, you don't have to worry about anything there. A lot of these guys I'm not even familiar with. I usually keep up with the Barracuda, but yeah, I don't know. As for the Sharks, Couture's probably going to be your captain. The moment I saw Caden Couture get these big contracts here, I knew Pavelski was gone. I'm not upset about it. I'm not whining and complaining about it like a lot of people in the Sharks groups on Facebook are. It's just you move on. You should know that they weren't going to pay a soon-to-be 35-year-old a lot of money, and even if they wanted to give him a pay cut, it probably still wouldn't work, because then you're probably going to lose either LeBanc or Meyer, and it's not worth it. And yes, I do feel the Carlson deal was worth it. You have one of the best defensemen in the league locked up for probably the remainder of his career. You saw what he did you saw how solid he was in the playoffs before he got injured. Same thing in the regular season without his injury. I know people are worried he might be injury prone, but think about it. It was his first year with the Sharks, trying to learn the new system, trying to get the feel of playing in the opposite conference. So I know I feel like that Carlson deal was a smart one. And yeah, that cap hit's huge, but that's the price to pay for a premier defenseman. I still don't even like Burns' contract. He's 34 making $8 million. Yeah, that's not great. I heard that they were trying to trade Dylan. I don't know why. I would have kept Dylan. It was sad to see Braun go though. And then you don't have to worry about Vlasic. Vlasic is Vlasic. Pickles is Pickles. Sure, the season probably not one of his greatest, but he's still your reliable everyday defenseman. And still underrated. So, like I said, don't know. Gabriel probably will get 1.5 to 2 million, I want to say. We'll see what happens with Meyer, and we'll see what happens with LeBanc. But my really bold prediction for free agency is that the Devils offer sheet Timo Meyer. Now, a few names to look out for offer sheets, or a handful, I should say, would be Mitch Marner, Sebastian Aho, Timo Meyer, Braden Point, and Mikko Rantanen. I feel the Lightning are definitely going to re-sign Braden Point. I don't think Rantanen is going to leave Colorado. But because of the Sharks' cap space, I feel like a team can easily snipe, what you would call it, snipe Timo Meyer from them. I know we heard Shero in the past talk about offer sheets, and I feel like he is planning something big because Devils have been quiet. Another team to look out for is Montreal. Expect them to land not Duchesne, probably not Panarin. They're definitely going for Anders Lee, and I feel like they are going to get Jake Gardner as well. That's why they were shedding some cap and whatnot. So do not sleep on Montreal tomorrow, and do not sleep on New Jersey, because none of us know what the heck they're thinking. Like, we don't know we don't even know who the Devils are going to try to go for. What Shero's plans are, we won't know until probably free agency kicks off at noon Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. So I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of deals being reported. That's probably going to happen overnight. Like when I wake up 6:30, 7 o'clock to go to the gym, I'm sure I'll see tweets waiting for me about deals that are in agreement, just have to be, of course, filed by the league and whatnot, and that cannot happen until 12 p.m. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And then probably either later Monday night or tomorrow I'll do a follow-up video on this and then have my thoughts on trades as they happen. And I'll probably focus that video on the trade deadline as a whole. I know I made my box specifically for Sharks and Devils, but then here and then I'll probably throw in some news around the league. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out my blog. The link for it will be in the description below. If you're watching this on the blog, check out my YouTube channel. It used to be called the Milkman 68. Now it's the Jersey Shark to match my blog and whatnot. So yeah, basically on this. So for those of you who don't know, what I'm doing with my channel now is I'm still gonna do my sports cards here and there. I know I still have to do my hockey part of my PC. Just trying to reorganize all that, and I'm waiting for cards to come in the mail though. So either by the end of this week or next week, I'll have that video ready to go. And then I'm also using this channel for my blog. So you get a little bit of both with my channel now. Hope you got. I hope the people who subscribe to see my card openings do not mind that. But instead of typing up posts, I like doing videos like this every now and then. Okay, so now that's it. Again, thank you all for watching. Uh, for for my Canadian viewers, hope you have a very happy Canada Day tomorrow. And for the rest of us, here's to a hopefully wonderful and exciting free agency period. Let the frenzy begin. Bye for now, guys.